Hey everybody, really excited to now finally start designing Enzo in Adello. So we're gonna go one by one and start designing, in my opinion, this beautiful app. And what I'm gonna do first is come in here and get the branding correct. So it's gonna be our prime color, it's gonna be our subtle color, and 2.21 is gonna be default text color. And the background color is going to be okay. And fonts, let's use Roboto since it's somewhat close to SF. Okay, so first thing we're going to do first is we're going to come in here, grab text, and we're going to call welcome to, okay, and we're going to get this as close to possible, and it's going to be, okay, 28, so let's go ahead and do 28. And we're gonna make this bold. Okay, I'm gonna copy this and it's gonna say Enzo. And this is gonna be blue. And we're gonna group that. And then we call this header. Then I'm gonna come in here and get another text again. I'm gonna copy this. Let's complete our daily task together. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and grab this color right here. This is gonna be medium. Okay. And let's make sure that we group them together. Okay, so we got that, that's done. Next thing we're gonna wanna do is get another text, put it about right here. Make this login. So make sure that this is all in Roboto. And non-river styles, Roboto. Okay, so then what we wanna do is we wanna drag in a text input, okay? And we're gonna style this. This is, do I have email? Okay. Enter email, and we're gonna have an email. I believe this is 54 by 350. It's okay. 54. Remove the stroke. Grab this color, background. Okay. Around the corners of 12. Definitely need some more padding here. Enter email. Let's bring this up a little. And then we're gonna come in here and let's do enter password. Okay, and we're gonna make the placeholder. Let's keep it gray. Makes sense. Then we're gonna grab a text, center this right in the middle, center, and it's gonna be forgot password. And let's make this normal. And then lastly, we're gonna not. So a common mistake people do in Adello is they grab this button. This is not gonna work. Okay, it's terrible. Okay, like terrible to style. So what you can do is you can grab a rectangle, okay, and we can make this 54, make this the primary color, and we're going to grab a text. And we're going to center this, and we're going to make sure we grab that blue, grab the blue here, and it's going to say submit. Make sure this is bold. We're going to group these together, head into the rectangle, edit styles, set in, add a shadow. It'll be 15 by 30, and we're gonna make sure it's blue. It's blue, and there we go. Submit. Okay, so let's group all this together. Group, move this up, and then I'm gonna add another text. Don't have an account. Sign up here. And we're gonna make sure this is centered. Okay, so we already have our login screen ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and add a sign up page. Sign up. Okay. Next thing is we're gonna come in here and we're gonna add another rectangle. I'm gonna add this to the top. This is gonna be 40 by 40. Okay. Corner radius is gonna be 12, and it's gonna have borders of blue and purple. And what's the center of this? And we're going to change the background to a light gray. Okay. And this is going to be the drawn icon in here. Put that right in there. Make it 22. And chevron. Chevron. Okay, chevron. There we go. And it's going to be color black. And there we go. Let's group them. Back. Button. Back. And what size is this? Okay, so next we want to add this right in the middle here. Sign up and make sure this is bold. And also 17. Okay, so what we want to do here is group them. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and honestly copy this, paste it, ungroup it, Command-Shift-G to ungroup, forget password, and then we're going to drag these up a little, and put this, that, enter email, enter first and last name, and what I have to do is change this to normal. This password, I have to change the password, change the password, okay, and let's make, okay, perfect. And then we're gonna turn you into this purple here, and we're gonna edit styles, make sure the shadow is also this. Okay, group this. Oh, we need this purple here. Okay. Okay, boom, we got that. Okay, so then what we need to do is worry about that later. Oh, this looks really nice. Okay, we're gonna add another screen. Let's head home for now, and let's do this. Home. Alright, so what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna, obviously it's gonna be a multiple part series, but we're gonna set up the onboarding process. And now that I think about it, I think I'm definitely gonna, nah, we can do that later. So, alright, let's do this. So first things first, I'm collecting user email, first and last name, and their password. So what needs to happen is you need to go to your database, go to users. Right now we're taking their username, full name, email, password. Honestly, we don't need username, but it's okay. I mean, these are locked fields, right? Because um, Adelo has stuff by default. So what we're going to do here is we're going to head into the submit button. We're going to add an action, and what we're going to do is we're going to come down to more, and then we're going to log in. And we're gonna make sure that this is input email, and this is input password. This is email, name, and this password. You know, make sure, yeah, perfect, okay. And when I come in here, you're gonna want, Adelo calls these magic text, right? So when you click here, you can essentially fill this information in this field, and Adelo will say, okay, well, it's telling me to grab this information and send it to the database. So in this case, when we click here, where are we going to get this user's email information so that when the user goes to log in, Adelo can grab the email that they put in this field and then check the database to see if it's a user and then log them in. So what we want to do is we want to go to other components and we want to grab the input email input. Password, other components, input password. And that's it. So what happens is when the user clicks submit, what's going to happen is Adelo is going to read what they put in their email or password, and if it matches up with something in the database, it's going to log them in as that user. Then we're going to add a link, and we're going to link home, and we're going to make it instant. Also, I'm going to grab this guy and we're going to update user log out, and we're going to also link it back to login screen just to test. Okay, and then now for down here, well, okay, how do we get to the sign up page? We're going to add a link, and we're going to head to sign up, and let's slide this up from the bottom. And then over here, you're going to want to add an action, and you just want to go back to easy action. And lastly, submit. You're going to want to create user. Okay, so now it's saying, okay, we're going to create this user, but how can we populate the user's information in the database so that when they go to log in, we can successfully log them in and they can use the app, obviously. So same thing as when you log in, you come in here, other components, input email, password, other components, input password, full name, input name, click done. Then we're going to need to send them to the home screen and make this none. We are going to change this in the next video to send the user to the onboarding page, which is just one page, but that's going to be in the next video. So what we're going to do is we're going to first see the layout of our app, and then after that, we will start testing the functionality, and I believe I'm going to have to group this stuff. So looking good so far, except we want to put this guy, edit styles, fixed bottom. So now it's down there at the bottom, and it's evenly spaced out. So when I click here, the sign up page actually looks really good. So we're going to go ahead and sign up. So submit. Creates the user, sends me home. So that worked. So now what needs to happen, I logged out, sent me back home, back to the login screen. So what should happen here is when I click submit, I should be sent back to the home page because I just signed up, uh, and the database should be reading my information. Ta-da! So we just added authentication in about 15 minutes with a pretty nice design, I'd say, and it wasn't hard to do. And what we're going to do next in the next video is add onboarding and add our tab bar and a bunch of other stuff. So really excited to share this with you guys. Like I said, we're definitely going to be launching this in the App Store, and maybe it's something you guys might want to use. If you have any feature suggestions, comment below, but more importantly, please give me a follow. Follow me on Twitter, pick a card, any card. That's where the real action happens, and that's where I'm sharing my latest stuff. And as some of you know, I am posting content around design, no code, and SwiftUI, and obviously building my startups in public as well. So I appreciate you tuning in. Tune in next time. And one last thing, if you're looking for a professionally edited YouTube channel, for now that's not going to be me. I'm just going to be just putting my head down, doing the nitty gritty stuff, showing you guys some really cool things, and trying to teach you guys as much as possible. And as I get more and more, as my community starts to grow and gets bigger and bigger, and I'll start really putting more time into making this look like a really cool channel. But for now, just for time purposes, just gonna be banging things out and trying to teach you guys as much as possible. So really hope you liked it. Please like, comment. I want to hear from you guys. I love my community so far, and I'll see you in the next video.